everyone. So we are given a task to list down at least three topics and provide a brief background on each issue and discuss why do you think it is relevant today. The three issues are climate change, economic inequality, and global health crisis. First issue, climate change. Brief background, climate change is a pressing global issue characterized by rising global temperatures, extreme weather events, and shifting climate patterns. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) has warned that if global warming exceeds 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, it will lead to severe environmental and social consequences, including food insecurity and displacement of populations. Relevance today. This issue is highly relevant today as it impacts every aspect of life, from health and food security to economic stability and national security. The urgency to address climate change has led to international agreements such as the Paris Agreement, aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting sustainable development. Second issue, economic inequality. Brief background, economic inequality refers to the unequal distribution of wealth and resources among individuals and groups within a society. It has been increased by globalization, which has created significant differences in income and opportunities, especially between developed and developing nations. Relevance today. The growing awareness of economic inequality has sparked social movements and discussions about wealth redistribution, social justice, and the need for policy reforms. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, the issue has gained even more attention as many vulnerable populations have been significantly more affected. The third issue, global health crisis. Brief background, global health crises such as the COVID-19 pandemic have highlighted the interconnectedness of health systems across the world, the public exposed weaknesses in healthcare systems, and the importance of international cooperation in managing health emergencies. Relevance today. The relevance of this issue has increased as countries struggle with vaccination distribution, healthcare access, and the need for effective public health infrastructure. It has also sparked debates on health equity, particularly for marginalized communities. So among the three issues, I chose climate change, so I will proceed to answer these three questions. First question, among your list, choose one issue. Do you think this particular problem issue is affected by globalization and our country's relations with other states? How? My answer is climate change is significantly affected by globalization and the Philippines' relations with other states. Globalization has facilitated the widespread industrialization and economic activities that contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, which in turn increase climate change. The Philippines, being a developing country, is particularly especially at risk to the impacts of climate change such as typhoons and rising sea levels. The second question, in what ways can our countries exercise and maintain sovereignty in governance and policy making and resolving global issues in our local context? My answer is the Philippines can exercise and maintain sovereignty in governance and policy making by prioritizing national interests and international agreements. So, for example, strengthening domestic policies, implementing policies that address local needs while aligning with global standards such as environmental regulations that suit the country's unique context. The third question, in your opinion, will geopolitical boundaries of states still be relevant in the future? So, in my own opinion, I think in the future geopolitical boundaries may continue to hold relevance, but their significance could develop. While globalization has led to increased relationship and the flow of goods, service, and information across borders, The rise of nationalism and regional conflicts suggest that states will still prioritize their sovereignty and national unity.